my channel. I'm Cath and this is my Made by Cath craft channel. Thanks so much for watching and thanks also to everyone who's subscribed or commented so far. I really appreciate it. So today's video I'm going to be talking all about what I've made in April, and the first thing I'll start off with is this Kyele wrap dress. I'll just stand up so you can see the little tie waist, and yeah, this is made with jersey fabric I got from Material Girl Laura, and I kind of had my eye on this fabric for ages, and then I saw a remnant posted there after it seemed to be sold out everywhere, so I thought I'd just grab it, and it was just enough to squeeze out a Kyele wrap because it needs a fair bit of fabric because of the kind of unusual shaped pattern pieces, because it has kind of like a batwing look. I'll show you how it goes. Do this, comes out like this, and you tie it around, back again. And I chose to use their free sleeve add-on to make some short sleeves because I kind of wanted it to be a summer dress that would also keep me a little bit cosy, so that's what I went for. It's a really fun make and it sews up surprisingly quickly, and I'd really recommend it. So yeah, and I'll show you the pattern just so you can see what it looks like. The Kyele wrap dress by Named Clothing. Yeah, I really recommend it if you like sewing with stretch fabrics. That's my first make, and it's quite a jolly one, so I'm quite pleased with that. One thing I did want to mention about this dress was how the neckline's sewn. The pattern gives you two options for sewing the neckline. One is to kind of just turn it under and kind of almost like doing a hem, and the other is to make your own bias binding piece out of the fabric, and then sort of sew it together like that. I'd really recommend taking the time to do the bias binding piece, because when I made my first version I just hemmed it and it stretched, the neckline stretched out a little bit, so yeah, with the bias binding add-in, it's kind of, you can see it kind of as a separate piece you kind of put underneath. That seems to work a lot better for keeping the neckline a good shape, so that's one little tip I'd recommend if you're planning to have a go at the Kyele wrap. The second thing I made in April, I'm not going to put on right now, but I'll put a picture up on the screen of me wearing it, is this bikini set. There's the top and the bottoms, and it's the Vanessa bikini by Friday Pattern Company, and it was my first pattern, the first pattern I made by the Friday Pattern Company, and I thought it was really good. The instructions were great, and it's my second time sewing swimwear, and I felt like I learnt more this time around having a go, and yeah, it sewed up really nicely, and I used this beautiful Liberty swim fabric which I got in the sale from Guthrie Garney. So yeah, I'm really pleased with it, and I've written a blog post about my experience of sewing swimwear so far, so if you want to check it out, then have a look. I've got my my blog details underneath this post, so have a look and check it out. But yeah, that was my another little quick make I sewed, which I'd had cut out for ages, and I finally sewed up. I'm not going to wear it anytime soon, but I do like to swim, so hopefully at some point in the not too distant future I'll get that one out. The next make I wanted to show you from this month was this this one here, which is the Tabatha dress, and this is from Tilly and the Buttons' latest book, Make It Simple. And Tabatha is a t-shirt pattern with a few different variations. So I chose to make the drawstring dress, which I'll stand up and show you. So yeah, it comes down to a skirt, and I'll put a picture up of me wearing it so you can see the full garment, and it's got a little drawstring around the middle with some eyelets here, or you can use buttonholes, but I really wanted to have a go at using the eyelets since I've got the prim snaps. And yeah, it's really comfortable, really quick to sew, really yeah, kind of an everyday dress, and I really like the shape of the t-shirt too, so I think I'll definitely be making a few just plain Tabatha t-shirts as well. And this fabric I had in my stash for ages, and I wasn't really sure what to do with it, so I'm glad to have finally used it. Yeah, as it's just a really everyday t-shirt dress, sews up really nicely. I really like the drawstring. I definitely recommend it. I've been out on my bike wearing it, and it's just really comfy. So yeah, that's that, and I think the stars actually look pretty okay like this, so I'm pleased with that one. So yeah, that's Tabatha t-shirt dress. I'm now wearing two more of my April makes, and these are kind of two staple items. I think I'm going to get a lot of wear out of my wardrobe. The first one is this Bertha cardigan. It's another make from Tilly and the Buttons' Make It Simple book. I made a bright pink one last month, and I wanted to make one that I'd kind of get a lot of wear out that would go with all the clothes in my wardrobe. So I got this navy fabric, and it's a wicker knit fabric from by Mind the Maker. I got it from Semi Sunshine. It's lovely. It's 100% cotton, but it's really stretchy, I think, because of the weave. And yeah, I think it would just be something I'll get a lot of wear out. It's got the bat wings, and I just did the basic version again because you can do quite a lot of fun things with it. You can add pockets, add thumb holes, colour block it, all sorts of lots of options, the Bertha cardigan. But I just wanted to keep it simple so it would go with all my kind of things like flowery dresses and stuff. So yeah, it's really comfy, really casual. I definitely recommend you make one if you haven't already, the Bertha cardigan. And underneath it I've got this top here, which is the Molly top by Sew Over It. This is one of my favourite casual tops. It kind of has sort of the body at the top kind of comes over down to here, and then the sleeves come on from here, so you can really have a lot of fun playing with stripes. So I just sort of stripe matching down there, and then kind of got the purple stripes here, and then I've done the stripes around that way on here. So yeah, it's just a top I'll get a lot of wear out of. It's really relaxed fit, and this fabric is the Tilly and the Buttons fabric that they released earlier this year. It's lovely quality cotton jersey, and it's just one of those tops I think I'll just get a lot of wear out of. I've got a few Mollys in my wardrobe, and I think you can't have too many of them, just a good basic. And that was by Sew Over It. My next make for April is this quite unseasonal pinafore dress, and it's the Hinterland dress by So Liberated. I made a Hinterland dress last month, quite a summery version, again in check, and that was my first time making the pattern. And when I made it, I thought how it would look really nice as a wintry pinafore as well as a summer dress. And I saw this fabric on Material Girl Laura's website and thought it would just be perfect for a wintry version. It's a navy blue and grey cotton, and it's quite a cosy cotton, so it's quite nice for a wintry pinafore. And so yeah, I got that, and I just kind of couldn't wait to get started on it, even though I probably won't get much wear out of it until next winter. This is a pattern. So I made the short sleeve version before, and this is the sleeveless version, and so it's got the gathered waist, and I've done the waist ties again to put it in slightly the back because I feel like it suits me better like that. I teamed it with a navy Freya because I always think that Freyas go great with pinafores. The buttons, I don't know about anyone else, I'm finding it quite hard to get haberdashery items at the moment. I'd usually go to one of my local shops and choose buttons and threads to match there. So I've sort of been having to kind of wing it online a little bit more with the lockdown. So these buttons came from Minerva.com. I think they have quite a fantastic range of buttons, and they have loads of threads and other things, so I'd really recommend them for any haberdashery stuff you need. So I kind of, I knew what size buttons I needed and took a guess on what might suit the fabric, and I think they've come out okay. I'll show you closer up. But yeah, the Hinterland dress is just one of those dresses I think that is just, it's kind of an all-rounder. You can use it for summer, winter, there's lots of variations. It just is quite relaxed. And I sew, so I think I'm going to get some more wear out of this at some point in the future, and I really recommend the pattern. And the instructions are great, as they're always with So Liberated. So I'd recommend it, and I'm really happy with this. I'm just a bit disappointed that it'll be a while before I probably get to wear it properly. I've got two more makes to show you in April, and here's one of them. This is the my Fringe dress top. So I've got the Fringe dress pattern. I've made a few dress versions. I'll put one of them up here so you can see what the dress version looks like. And I've been wanting to turn it into a top for ages, like I mentioned in my last video. And so I've finally gone and done that. So this is the top. It's got the normal Fringe bodice, and I've gone for the little button-up sleeves because I like that detail. And I've added on a kind of bib front and a bib back with darts to make it into kind of a casual top. And I'll put a picture up of me wearing it because it's hard to see the full top, me sitting here. So yeah, quite a lot of fun playing around with that. I was quite nervous about cutting into the fabric because it's this beautiful double gauze from Telly Brunette, which I got from Guthrie Ghani. And yes, I was quite nervous because I only had, I think I bought 1.1 metres because at Guthrie Ghani they're quite, I like how you can just buy any 0.10 of a metre, so you don't have to go for like either 1 or 1.5, so I got 1.1 metres. And I just managed to squeeze out that fabric, and I was quite nervous cutting it in case it didn't work because I hadn't done a toile or anything, so I just thought I'd just go for it. So yeah, I'm really pleased how it came out. It's really, I love double gauze as a fabric. It's so cool but cosy as well. And so yeah, I've also posted a blog post on my website, so I've got the details of the website below. If you want to have a look at how I made it, I've posted a kind of picture of the pattern piece and how I went about measuring it out. And yeah, I just think it's like a really relaxed top. I think I'll get a lot of wear out with shorts or with jeans, and I'm pleased to have finally done the hack because I've seen so many amazing Fringe dress hacks on Instagram. It's nice to try doing one on my own. So yeah, I'm really pleased how it turned out. It's really comfy, and yeah, for more details have a look at my blog. And this is my final make this month, and it wasn't one I was really planning to make. I've had this fabric in my stash for a little bit and I didn't know what I was going to do with it. And then this month, because of all the postal delays and I was kind of waiting for some buttons and threads to arrive for a couple of other projects, I kind of sat down with this fabric, which I've had. It's a viscose fabric from Material Girl Laura. And I just thought, what am I going to do with it? I'd like to do something with it ahead of summer so I can get some use out of it this summer, because it's lovely, cool, swishy viscose. So yeah, definitely a summery fabric. And so yeah, I decided to make the Cardamom dress by Deer and Doe. This is my second Cardamom dress. The first one I made when I was quite new to sewing, and I saw an amazing version that was made by Emma at the Zip of It, who I love everything she makes. And I thought I really wanted to kind of replicate her version, so I did one that was very much inspired by her version. And I was kind of like a fairly beginner sewer then, so I kind of think I bit off a little bit more than I can chew, and jumped on the deep end with this one, because it's quite a lot of techniques involved. There's a collar, there's a buttons, there's a bib, and there's shearing around the waist. So yeah, quite a lot of techniques involved, and I think Deer and Doe wrote it as a level 4 out of 5, so yeah, quite a kind of intermediate pattern. So yeah, I really enjoyed revisiting it. Oh yes, I wasn't sure what to do with this fabric, and I ummed and ahed for a while, but I'd bought 2 meters, so I had enough to make a dress, so I thought, well, let's just go for it. And I'm really pleased how it turned out, actually. So yeah, the Deer and Doe dress, I've made the sleeveless version for summer. I've got, yeah, red buttons, and I quite like how it is wholly buttons up, and it's, because it's viscose, it's not too stifling, buttoned up, it's not too sort of, yeah, tight around the neck or anything, quite loose and relaxed. So it's got sort of ruche, a little bit of ruching here, a bib that kind of is around the back as well. This is a bit around the back. And then it's a, yeah, sheared waist. I haven't got any pictures of this one to put on Instagram yet, because I finished it fairly recently. So I'm going to do that at some point as well, and then you'll be able to see the full version. But yeah, I really love it. I think it would look quite nice as actually a blouse as well. So I might look into making it as a blouse at some point in the future. But yeah, I'm really pleased that it was lovely fabric to work with, actually. I was a bit worried because I found occasionally with viscose it can snag, and you know, with buttonholes and things it can end up sort of wrecking the look of it a little bit, but this viscose behaved like a dream, so I'd really recommend it. Yes, it's from Material Girl Laura. I don't know whether she has it still in stock or not, but it's lovely. It's a lovely red colour, and really comfy, and hopefully I'll get a lot of wear out of it this summer. So yeah, that's my final make. So I'm quite tempted to do a blog post about the Deer and Doe Cardamom dress, because it is quite an involved one, and yeah, I'll buy a blog post of my experiences with that one. Oh, and before I go, one final make I was going to mention as well was you might have seen these little dudes on the sofa. We finished our cat dresses, so there they are. This is this cat is modelling Art Gallery Ice Cream jersey in a little self-drafted dress, and this one's modelling this kind of cool rainbow leopard print. So yeah, those two are all dressed up with nowhere to go, just like me. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I hopefully see you again soon. I didn't actually answer any questions about myself in this video, which I was kind of planning to do, because I thought I've made a few things that might end up going on a little bit, but I was thinking of doing a video just answering any questions you might have about sewing and me. So if you had any questions you do want to ask, do drop a comment underneath this vlog post, and I'll maybe do a video at some point in the future trying to answer some of those questions if you'd be interested. Anyway, thanks again for watching, and yeah, if you haven't subscribed, that would be amazing if you would, and I'll put a load of links underneath of patterns and fabrics I've used and websites, and if you have any questions then just let me know. Thanks again, and have a great day. Bye.